But, justice, you got to think,
Dragon Ball Super! If you're into Dragon Ball Super, you should be listening to Dragon Ball Super Dub. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. That's the same thing as Apple Podcasts, so my bad. Google Play.
plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish. Welcome into Dragon Ball Super Dope, episode 124. My name is Kyle. Thank you for checking this out. In the room, Mike, Norm.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Mike, vaping, Mike. Yo, we had a real fucking tumultuous week in the Dragon Ball world, okay?
Yeah, it's been a hell of a week.
Yo, the last, what is it?
24 hours. Let's go.
No, it's been like 48. It's been less than 60 hours or more than 48 hours. If we're talking about math, that's how the math breaks out.
No, let's end it.
The last 2 days, I've been a fucking hot mess, man.
You got bags under your eyes and shit. Your hair's all
I haven't slept. I wore the same clothes for 2 days, running around, doing all my social activities. Because I was just so fucked up. And when I say fucked up, I mean both emotionally, but also I just chugged a bunch of beers to try to quell the pains. I drank too many beers. Point is, I think we all know, if you're listening to this right now, the news came out this week. Dragon Ball Super is indeed coming to a close, to an end. Not quite a hiatus. And if you check out Twitter, you'll know what the fuck a definition of hiatus is, because Jesus fucking Christ, I've gotten 15 goddamn different interpretations of it. But basically, what they all say is Super as a series is coming to an end. Dragon Ball as a series is not. So what we know, with a new movie coming out in December, it is quite likely they will continue the anime in 2019. Now, we talked about it last week, okay? And Mike, you were on the episode. You were off doing familiar bullshit, whatever you were fucking doing. We weren't really sure if we wanted to do a segment on it because, and I talked with you about it the night before, entirely speculative.
Right.
Is
Just
it
a rumor.
responsible to do a fucking segment like that, given that none of this is confirmed?
Right. Based on possible scheduling
Basically,
of,
based
Japanese
on
shows.
Anime AJ and his entire theory, which I heard and I said, this makes all of the sense in the world. I think this will happen.
You said that.
I had so many motherfuckers reach out this week, obviously before Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m., and say, Kyle, you a piece of shit. You making up shit. Why are you being like this? Your podcast so broke ass motherfucker. You're just trying to get people to listen because it's fucking crazy. I had to explain to them what like speculation meant. I had to give them like a fucking rough definition. This isn't confirmed, they would say. And I would say, motherfucker, if you look around at your surroundings and pick in the fucking definition of things, maybe it will make a little bit more sense to you. I'm so angry today.
It's good. You gotta let it out.
Yeah, I mean, before we get into Super ending and what that means for the anime, what that means for you listening to this, what that means for us as a show, fuck that. Let's talk about 124 real quick. So, 124. I don't know what the fucking name is, except that it's something about Gohan's last stand. And if you watch the episode, spoilers, Gohan gets knocked the fuck out.
Damn right.
Damn right. Episode opens, we get a little bit of a tease carrying over from last week of Goku and Vegeta going at Jiren. Vegeta is fucking shining in that new form. He and Goku are just, kind of going at Jiren, Here comes the real fight, they say. Everybody in the stands at that point really thinks that maybe Goku and Vegeta are about to push him off. And we get like a real quick, almost recycled moment from last week with Jiren doing a final flash and Goku doing a Kamehameha at him at the same time. In all seriousness, the first few minutes of this episode was like slightly recycled from last week.
No.
Not like exactly, not like the same frames, the same animation, anything. But from a fight perspective, from a story perspective, it was literally fucking recycled from last week.
No.
Now, if that's not a fucking indication of a show on the decline, of a show that's about to get canceled.
We all know that they're stretching it thin, man. I mean, they're using every kind of device they can to stretch every second of time out of every piece of animation they have.
They've done a few different things. So, and I don't think we've really talked about it, but in the last couple of months, before the theme song kicks off for Super, we get like an episode preview that lasts. Yeah, it lasts like maybe a minute. And you hear the voice actors being like, there are some shots of the show. And then you hear the voice actors being like, check it out, next episode, Dragon Ball Super. And then the fucking theme song kicks in. Essentially what they're doing is just recycling a full, 60 seconds of animation at the front of the fucking show in order to waste time. Yeah. Which I get from a production perspective. Yeah. I get it. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I'm worth more. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've put in my time. I feel like I used to buy backup. I feel like I used to watch Japanese bootlegs when I was a child with lots of Japanese commercials still in the recording. I feel like I've sat through my fair fucking share of Japanese commercials. I'm not trying to fucking rewatch the same shit you're about to show me in the next 5 minutes. The fuck? Whatever. It's a real quick shot of Vegeta and Jiren. And then we switch over to the main event for this week. Dispo versus Frieza. Mm-hmm. This fight has kind of driven me a little bit crazy. And that, in my brain, Frieza can butt fuck Dispo right off the edge in about, 3.5 seconds. Butt fuck him right out into fucking the world of void. Right back on the bench.
Finger bang him right out the
Finger bang that bitch right back on the bench. Finger bang that bitch back on the bench.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Yo, there's so many B's and everything I just said. Oh,
primo ho 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 this week, by the way.
For real. We had such a good.
I set that to my ringtone. My ring ho.
For real, the fact that you haven't recorded it and made it your ringtone yet is kind of upsetting to me. But Frieza and Dispo line up. You hear Frieza talking some shit, referring back to something that Goku said in like 105, 104, 105, somewhere back there, about Dispo's movements being a little bit too linear. And ultimately, that line comes back toward the end of the episode. Kind of a throwaway line when you first see it. Oh, your movements are too linear. Nah, bitch, let me show you linear. And then he cages that bitch up. But they're going back and forth. And at a certain point, Gohan realizes the difficulty that Frieza's having. Steps out on that 17v Toppo fight to go help Frieza. Now, that was all we saw of 17 today. Basically, Toppo busted out, whatever fucking weird finger blasting shit that dude does. He's got that fucking mustache. He strikes me as a finger blaster. That dude finger blasts all day.
Oh, man. He's got that flavor saver. Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I'm looking at the picture of him right now. He's got fucking hands like I don't even know what.
Asu! Gohan comes into that fight with Frieza. And they quickly try to strategize together, which I think is fucking awesome. Some of the character dynamics in this arc have made as much shit as we've had to sit through at times, it makes it worth it. For me to see an adult fucking Gohan have to not only like cooperate with, but like actually talk to and strategize with a pissed off Frieza, like those are really cool dynamics. And I don't know if, you know, bringing Frieza into the fold for the Tournament of Power was meant to highlight those types of opportunities of, hey, what's up, Gohan? You know, before the last time I saw you, it was 20 years ago, and I killed your best friend, and I beat the fuck out of you. And then I beat the shit out of your dad. Like, to see characters that had those types of roots and origins together, now having to cooperate and like that's the fucking money shot, dude. That's where I'm like,
No doubt.
So before Gohan really joins in, you do have that moment where Frieza offers Dispo to basically double cross Universe 7. You know, if you guys win the tournament, revive me with the Dragon Balls and I'll cooperate, basically. And Dispo, and again, this sticks to shit that we've been saying for fucking months on this podcast. Universe 11, that bitch is all about justice.
Justice. Fuck.
Justice!
Justice.
As fuck!
Justice.
And then Universe 2, you know, because they're reciprocating universes. They're all about love and they're fucking committed to it. Dispo gets this offer for Frieza to double cross 7. And he says, no, fuck you. I don't work with evil. Nah. Beat
Hell
it,
no.
bitch.
Justice.
Hit the road, Jack.
Justice Deb.
Use a bitch. Justice, 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 Deb. Then Gohan gets involved. They start negotiating on what the fuck they're going to do. And that's when Dispo suddenly kicks it into Super Maximum Lento Speedo Mode. But it's too fast, even for Xeno's God Pad. But that's when Gohan steps out and comes over to assist Frieza.
Laser light show.
That's
It
when
was
they kind of
dope.
divide the that's when they kind of say like, hey, your movements are rather linear. If we can limit those, and this is like more of a strategy discussion between Gohan and Frieza. If we can limit how freely that you're moving right now, we about to whoop your ass.
I think they could have done the same thing just by splitting up, you know. But
Sort of. So basically, Gohan takes like the upfront assault, you know, the fist to fist, you know, kind of combat. And then at that point, Frieza lays out his fucking
makes it rain lasers.
fucking razor.
Laser rain.
Laser rain. Laser raining the fuck out of that bitch.
Laser rain.
Laser rain.
I just want to see you dance in the laser rain.
At that point, you see Frieza finally start taking himself seriously. He goes gold.
Woo.
And that's when he starts to hold down the fucking laser beam grid,
Woo. Upgrade to the
Gohan-
gold package.
right? It's when he starts to hold down the fucking gold package laser bullshit that Gohan starts to push him through. At a certain point, though, we got to a point where everyone's like, push him off, Gohan. Oh, man, we about to win. No! Bitch, no!
Last second, he fucking drops the beam.
No! At that point, Gohan grabs Dispo, tells Frieza, yo, here it is. Let me, you know, go down with him, knock him out now. And Frieza seemingly happily knocks
Oh,
that
yeah.
monkey fucking Gohan dickhead right out the goddamn
I've never
ring.
seen Frieza so happy.
Dude, he was like, oh, you want me to eliminate you? Pow! Pow, pow, pow.
Big golden heart on.
So for 124, that's basically the episode. Gohan and Dispo double eliminated. I predicted that shit here, if not 2 weeks ago. I definitely did it last week. So suck my dick.
Super dick internet.
Oh man, I'll get to the internet in a minute, man. I got mad.
I'm not even getting started on that internet.
You don't want me to fucking get started on the internet right now. I've got so many things to say. But that's 124. 125, that's the episode we've been talking about for the last few weeks. Advent of the God of Destruction, Topo. And honestly, just saying it, it looks like I fucking called it again. It looks like he's gonna actually take the form or the position of a God of Destruction next week.
Well, we've seen him all shirtless. If he gets one of those fucking collar things on him.
Yeah, no, that really might be it. I mean, that's basically the general uniform of a God of Destruction. So I've been talking about it on the Facebooks and the Twitters, and basically people's theory is that what if Belmont, this tournament gets announced and Belmont decides, all right, I'm about to retire now then. And in about 36 hours, my God of Destruction powers will translate to Topo. And hopefully he'll be right in the middle of the fight. Like, some real low-key shit. So, like, even if, like, in most of the Belmont theories have been tied to Jiren, like, oh, they've switched powers, they've switched bodies, whatever. I honestly think Belmont's been sitting around like a smug piece of shit throughout the entire tournament because he knows if worse comes to worse, his God of Destruction power is about to transfer over to Topo.
There's always one shot I picture. It's him with his head down, eyes closed, just thinking.
And that's in the middle of a fucking Jiren monologue.
Right.
So everyone kind of equates exactly that shot to what's going on in the fucking conversation to potentially these two switch powers. But in reality, Belmont just might be sitting there being like, yeah, bitch, we about to have a God of Destruction enter this fucking battle royale. And it's gonna be wild. We'll see what next week holds, but we know that Gohan's out. And next week is it's likely gonna be. We're probably not gonna see very much of the Vegeta, Jiren, and Goku fight for the next for at least next week, maybe 2 weeks. Who knows? We're not gonna see much of it. It's gonna be teased. We're gonna see little bits and pieces, but the remaining. Whatever, 2, 3. So we're at episode 124. That's what we just watched today. We have 125 next week. And then Super apparently ends at episode 131. So we've got what? That's 6 episodes, right? 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130. Is that 7 episodes?
Apparently, yeah. Maybe we'll get a 2-parter or something. A half hour special, maybe.
Other way. People are upset. I'm upset. I'm sad. I don't know what I'm going to do when I wake up tomorrow. I don't know.
You're going to edit, Kyle.
I'm going to edit this shit tonight.
That's what you always do.
So currently it's 1:30 in the morning, Saturday night / Sunday morning. I don't have the typical availability that I have on Sunday afternoons in order to record. So I told Mike like 2 days ago, like, yo, get ready for a midnight episode of Subaru. And here we are. Either way, we have like 6, 7 episodes left. I don't think the majority of those episodes are going to focus on Goku, Vegeta, Jiren at all. I think a lot of it's going to have to do with what happens with Frieza, 17, and Topo.
Yeah, that Goku Vegeta shot bothered me in the beginning where they take that huge blast from Jiren, and then we see him later in the episode, and they're just like, whatever, just stand there. Like, nothing happened.
All right, so, speaking of sad, I was sad.
I think that was 3. That was 3 deaths right there.
Thank God. The Super News came out at about 4 o'clock on Thursday about the series ending. I caught that shit while I was standing at work, talking to a couple of older ladies. I looked down at my phone. I said, fuck! And they said, what's up? Is everything okay? And I said, no, you... And they were like, what's the matter? You can tell us. I'm like, Can I, though?
You wouldn't understand.
You don't get it. And they're like, well, what's up? Is everything okay? Is your family okay? I'm like, no, my family's not okay. Dragon Ball Super's coming to an end at the end of March. So, I made this real sad music. This is basically how I healed this week, right? So, I found a couple of solid rants online. We did a rant. We did a couple of rants. I've been ranting this goddamn day. What?
Seriously.
Carlton must hate himself right now.
Yeah, maybe we should close the door at least.
Nope. I had some feelings. I had to get out. So listen to this sad music I recorded last night at 12:30 a.m. that I finished at approximately 4:30 a.m. I get it. Super's over. What am I going to do in my fucking life? I just got this shit going, and now it's done. I don't look forward to many fucking things in my life. Why? Why'd this happen to me? No! Fucking bring back my lifeblood. Give me a clean with some fucking hope. You made me sit through 2 fucking movies I already fucking saw. You give me a fucking U6 versus U7 tournament. Finally some new shit. Bring back my favorite fucking dog through the trunks. He got blue hair. You got blue fucking hair. Mine fucked the end of that arc at the mediocrity at fucking best. You give me an annoying fucking football-headed little kid named Zeno who boops things out of fucking existence. Finally! We get to the tournament of power. Whole new fucking world. 48 fucking minutes battle royale. That ain't even a fucking battle royale. And now, he's gonna take it all the fuck away from us? He's gonna take it all away? What the fuck? I just figured it out! I don't know what to do. What? What the fuck did I do? What the fuck happened? Why? Why'd this happen to me? No! No! That's how I healed. That's how I tried to heal over the last couple of days. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't help me a little bit. It's totally helped me a little bit. I sat here for fucking 2.5 hours learning those goddamn lines last night, recording them up. It helped me deal a little bit. But I'm still fucking distraught, man. I talked with a couple of the guys from Kami's Lookout earlier today, before I watched the episode. And just got some of their general thoughts on super ending, whatever. Talking about it helps. But one thing I want to say is, we're in for a long fucking haul here, guys. And what I mean by that is, new Dragon Ball episodes in the age of social media, it's taken it to a whole new level. The hype is fucking real. All of us are super connected. We're all talking about this stuff. Basically within an hour of it airing in Japan. When I was a kid, you didn't fucking get these episodes within an hour. You had them within 2 years, tops. Like less than 2 years was good fucking turnaround.
And you gotta pay for that shit and find it in person and have it in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. You're paying $25 for a fucking shitty copy VHS with 4 episodes on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole new world. With that, I say, the fandom has reached a certain peak in the last, I want to say it started right around the Kefla arc, or that Kefla, battle within the TOP. Everyone's just got a fucking opinion. And that's fine, man. You guys should have an opinion. obviously, like, we all watch this show. We all care about these characters. We love this shit. We watch it every week for a fucking reason. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. I'm from America, motherfucker. Opinions are dope. Woo. At a certain point, though, you'll take the ability to express an opinion openly. You dilute that opinion with some straight up stupidity. And then for whatever fucking reason, I'm gonna guess it's because you're on the internet and you are a keyboard warrior. Basically a straight up bitch in real life, but GD, can you fucking type some words real quick? Your opinion differs from somebody else. And we all have differing opinions. Like, that's just part of life. It's gonna happen no matter what the subject matter, no matter what we're talking about. People are always going to have disagreements. Now, here's where you fucking do something constructive about those opinions. And I'm whispering a little bit because I'm so fucking tired of this. It's like I'm talking to a fucking bunch of deaf kids.
Then you should talk louder, Kyle.
You can have different opinions from other people and not be a complete fucking cockslobber about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Everybody's got a right to their own opinion.
Some
like
of you.
assholes.
So part of it is some people have opinions and they're fucking straight up stupid. And I get it. I see those opinions. I see those thoughts. I see those theories and comments in these groups that we're all in. And it literally fucking pains me to fucking have to read them. It makes me ill to know that this fucking guy who could barely string together 3 fucking sentences is somehow equally infatuated with the fucking very same thing that gives me literally a reason to get out of bed every day. It fucking hurts my soul. But I'm tolerant of you. You know why? Because that's the fucking right you've earned.
Hell, I want to beat up Goku Jr. I'm gonna fucking just whip that kid's ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be one of the fucking bad guys on that show. Like, I'm gonna fucking beat you up.
Me
Such
and
a bitch.
me and Mike watched the Goku Jr. episode, TV special earlier today. And apparently Mike has some feelings coming out of it. I didn't realize.
Fucking, you fell asleep, man. I hate Goku Jr. Seriously, let that bear die. Let everybody die. Well, they didn't really die, but they could have died. You're such a bitch, Goku Jr.
Oh my God, he's such a bitch.
A little bear.
Point is, now that Dragon Ball Super is going away at the end of March. I mean, granted, we have a new movie to look forward to in December.
Game's just coming out,
the
man.
game's coming out. We have a ton of Dragon Ball stuff to look forward to.
We're at peak hype in America. You know, you're going to think,
we're at peak hype all over the world,
We got Funimation, we got some English shit going on here.
We are at peak hype status all over the world. Here's what's important now, kids. Listen to me. Please, if ever there was a fucking time for you to take me seriously and actually listen to the fucking dribble come out of my mouth, it's now. We are about to enter a time without any new Dragon Ball for at least the next 8 months. All right, assuming that the next piece of the next new piece of Dragon Ball we get is the movie. Hopefully, we'll have a series follow soon thereafter. But we're about to enter a long stretch of no new Dragon Ball. We just got new episodes of Dragon Ball. I know it feels like yesterday, but it was 2.5 years ago. Almost every week for the last 2.5 years, we've had a new episode to talk about, break down, and enjoy together. For the most part, except for you anime Nazi bitches. Because I fucking hate you, but whatever. That's not what I'm fucking here to talk about. The next 8 months, we're not going to have any new Dragon Ball to talk about outside of the auxiliary shit. We're going to have the new Dragon Ball game. We're going to have new merchandise come out. We're going to have more announcements about the new movie and potentially a new series leak out over the course of the year. We're about to enter a real dangerous territory. We've had so much Dragon Ball over the last 2.5 years to consume and enjoy together. And now we're going to have 8 months of waiting around. Since the Kefla arc, things have gotten, for whatever fucking reason, considerably more caustic. Caustic? Is that the right word?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I learned that from a magic card when I was a kid. Caustic tar. It had like a 4-cost, swamp mana, swamp mana. And I don't remember what it was, but I think it drained 3 life every turn if you just tap it.
Shit.
We're about to enter a real caustic point in time in the Dragon Ball fandom. We're not going to have anything new to discuss. We now have a plethora of bullshit to go back over and re-examine. It'll be 131 episodes worth of shit to re-examine.
Watch an episode every 2 days, and we'll have new stuff.
My point is, don't lose sight of the fact that we all enjoy this together. I think basically my fucking advice is, don't be a cunt to one another. Because holy goddamn Jesus H. Christ, have I seen so many of y'all trying to pull the goddamn superiority card and be a cunt. Limit that shit in the next 8 months so that way I'm not fucking forced to hunt y'all down and let y'all on fire.
You'll do it.
I swear to Christ, I've lit people on fire for less. Don't be cunts. I know that for whatever reason, y'all are naturally inclined to be cunts. I realize the majority of you, like perhaps the median fucking age of the fucking super fandom, is probably like 14. I'm 28. I'm twice that age. Let me give you a 28-year-old lesson. Be fucking nice to people. Be fucking respectful. We all love, appreciate, and cherish the same anime. Don't be a fucking cunt to some other kid who likes it because maybe they don't know that much about it. Or they're just getting into it or whatever. I feel in my heart of hearts, the next 8 months, I hope I'm fucking wrong, dude. I really do. Over the next 8 months, we're going to have a lot of people being cunts to one another. Mainly because they don't have anything else to be cunts about.
Yep.
That being said, had a quick conversation with a couple of my boys at Kami's Lookout. The pizza boy, Bongiorno himself. But also, Royce Sama. 2 of my favorite people in that group. We got together on a call earlier today. Talked about the ending of Super. Here it is.
First and foremost, bro, I got a bone to pick with you, man.
What's up?
You stole my thunder, man.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be the one to come out with the Royce Sama.
Come on, Royce Sama!
You stole my thunder, bro.
Come on!
No, in all seriousness though, like as far as like the whole like super shit is concerned, when it first came back, like I was so hyped, bro, because
20-year wait finally pays off.
yeah. I was so hyped. Like, you remember, like, when everything ended, like, you know, like Z, GT, all that shit. When it ended, you know, I found myself, like, going across YouTube channels, etc., like, looking at, like, you know, like, Geekdom, Quaman, you know, all those type of guys. But it was like, it started getting me back into Dragon Ball. And then it was like when, you know, when the shit actually finally came back all the way, you know, and I finally started watching Super, I was like, damn. And then I started getting back into it. And it's like, damn, now I feel like it's getting taken away from me again, which really fucking sucks, by the way.
Well, yeah, they get you hooked and then they fucking cut you off.
Right. It's like they just pull a fucking carpet right from under you,
What the
right?
fuck?
To be honest, though, like, my main frustration comes in this aspect. Like, the fact that, all right, if they're going to end it, I don't like the fact that they're going to end it on this note. Like, all right, like
It seems like they
this is a
didn't plan to end it on this note either. It seems like this is an out of the blue decision.
I agree. I totally agree. And don't get me wrong, like this is a very like it's a very grandiose arc. Like it's a good idea, you know, like all the universes are fighting for their survival and all that jazz. But it's just like it just left more to be desired. It's like you have all of these universes and all this stuff. Like we barely know jack shit about Jiren.
Right.
So it's like if they just ended it on this note, that would really suck, yo.
I just had Bongiorno message me real quick. Let's have him hop on, right? But I completely agree with you. It's a fucking pain in the ass. I don't.
Son of a whore. My
Oh,
internet wasn't
shit.
connected to my fucking laptop.
There he is, Bongiorno.
Oh, that's you, Bongiorno?
Yeet.
Hope you brought the fucking fire, man.
Yes, I get to see Royce's glorious beard. This is
Right,
so
dude?
worth
This
it.
is a great payoff for us. We finally get to see the beard. So, Bongiorno, just before you hopped on the call, me and Royce were talking about just the idea of they've built up so much within Super, and now they're not even gonna fucking continue to compound on that shit. They just decided, nah, it's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna build up Ultra Instinct for an entire fucking season,
Dude, fuck
and then we're
Ultra
just gonna...
Instinct. I mean, the forms are one thing, but let's talk about the fact that we've got 10, 12, 11 other fucking universes that we got to go fucking explore. And they're like, yo, there's so much possibility here. This is going to be great. We got Dragon Ball for years to come. We have an entire fucking race of Saiyans again. Nope.
And then it's just going like that.
It's just
Fuck you,
done.
bud.
It's done. Like, what the fuck did we do? What?
I think everybody's just tired of Dragon Ball, to be honest with
Shut
you.
the
It started
fuck
with the
up.
Buu
No, they're
Saga.
not. It's like the most popular anime in the world right now. What are you talking about, man?
Apparently not, according to you guys in fucking Japan.
Are you not sad about this, Bongiorno?
I am a little disappointed, but to be honest with you, it's beating a dead horse.
I agree with it. I agree with that to an extent. I think a hiatus, or whatever you want to call it, you know, everyone keeps saying,
A hiatus would be nice. I'll take that. But
Yeah.
an end, fuck that.
well, everyone's saying, no, Super in the current iteration is done, which is fine. I get that. But don't make it sound like they're not going to have another fucking Dragon Ball series probably
Yeah,
next
like
year.
nothing's coming back.
Absolutely. It might not be called Dragon Ball Super. It might be called Dragon Ball whatever the fuck. But it's coming back. So just for people to be like, oh, it's straight canceled. No, it's not. I mean, it is, but like, it's such a fucking cash cow right now. They can take 8 months off, get their bullshit straight from a production perspective. Like you were saying, Bongiorno, stop being a dead fucking horse. Come up with some original shit. Let
Seriously,
Tortaro do his fucking thing.
animation.
Yeah, make sure the animation isn't all fucking hacky and shit. Like,
We're gonna spend the next first 5 minutes of our goddamn episode this week recapping a fight we already saw.
see, yo, last week,
Yeah.
did you guys
That's
watch
what-
the episode tonight? I haven't.
I have. I saw
All
it
right.
raw.
So I told Royce too. So I haven't watched the episode, but I checked Twitter for 2 fucking seconds like a dope. Didn't realize Todd Blankenship did live reaction, like live translation, and totally spoiled the complete outcome of the episode. And I was kind of pissed. So genuine rage is going on my part right now. But I think it's more rooted in the fact that at the end of March, dude, what am I going to do in my fucking life?
It's over.
I know. I just got this shit going, and now it's done.
Bro.
Royce, I feel like come April we're gonna get a call on Skype. He's gonna like ask for everyone on Kami's lookout, and he's be hanging from the rafters. Fucking twirling around.
Don't
on a
worry,
ceiling
dude, man.
fan.
I'll make sure I clean up after myself. It's fine.
We'll make too much of a mess there.
You know, I am a little bit hurt though, man. Like, it kind of sucks though. I really don't want it to go away, man. Like, it really sucks. I hope this is not the end of it. Like, that would really suck, y'all.
I don't think it will be.
Yeah, it would. Super coming back was awesome. I got back into Dragon Ball watching the Hit versus Goku fight and seeing all the new cool shit they threw in.
Mm.
And
I
that's
think
the
with
other
this
thing.
arc though, they started really just kind of started scraping. Honestly,
Yeah. Well,
It's-
I feel
it's
like
rough.
they came out of the gate scraping though. Like one thing that really pisses me off about
they came out of
Super
the
is-
gate scraping, picked it back up for fucking the first tournament or the first arc they actually did it original and new.
Exactly.
Which is the fucking
They gave
tournament.
us recycled
then they went
shit
into
right out of the
Zamasu.
gate.
Everybody gives fucking Goku Black Zamasu arc shit. I love that arc coming back in. And then
all of
Universe
it's pretty good
Survival
till
arc
the
came
end.
in.
Well, it's just a rehash of fucking. I mean, the only differentiation for the Tournament of Power is that it's a battle royale, and even at points in time with that,
Yeah, so we
not
could
really
shove
much
in
of a
fucking
battle
70
royale.
no-name fighters who get knocked out in 5 fucking seconds or one episode.
And those are fine, but we've also got fucking characters like Jiren, and we've seen more about Toppo, and we had Dispo, we have the Universe 6
yeah,
people.
man, fuck Jiren. You're fucking trash. You know what? I was talking about my buddy. He's like, you know what? Who's worse, Broly or Jiren? I'm like, that's a really hard fucking question.
It's
The only
both.
reason I said Jiren is because we haven't seen everything from him. They're both loud, ugly pieces of shit.
Jiren's not that
Add
loud.
nothing to the goddamn series except for another fucking skill ceiling that Goku has to go surpass.
You said that before, bro, and I totally agree with you. Like they're kind of like some really bland characters to where
He is.
they're basically just like some hopped up dudes. They're just really
Exactly.
powerful for no reason. Like
Yeah, there's so many people that love Broly. It's just like, all right, what does Broly commit as a character? Well, he loves to say Kakarot.
Like a lot.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the same fucking vocabulary as a Pokemon. Except he can't even say his own goddamn name.
he ain't
You
lying,
think your
bro.
own? You think
Oh, be a
you'd
damn
be able to
Pokemon.
say your own goddamn name by now? Nope. All you know is fucking Kakarot because he cried like a bitch and traumatized you as a child for some reason. Because that's plot.
Hey, man, I watched the second Broly movie today. There's even less of a plot in that one.
Yeah,
even
I know. He
less.
just comes back and just starts beating people. That's all he does. The shaman gets more development than him.
Damn, calling out the shaman in the second Broly movie. I was thinking the same thing, honestly, when I was watching it.
He's more of a character.
I think super ending isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's
Not. I honestly,
for fucking sure a depressing thing.
it's depressing. I'm glad it's ending though.
See,
Fucking
you can't say
depressing.
something like that, dude. You can't say you got it ending. What the fuck you talking about? Either you're depressed or you're happy. Which is it, man? You can't be in both
No,
fucking
fucking
pools.
depressed.
I'm
wanna go-
depressed and
Okay.
satisfied. at
Feel
the
some
same
shit
time.
right now.
Fucking multi-emotional being over here. Leave me alone.
You're going through a tough time? Dude, the
Yeah.
last 2 days have been fucking super weird for me. But I'm just kind of rolling with it. Just kind of doing my thing. This is how I'm healing. I'm fucking yelling.
Just yelling your problems out.
Well, that just gives a whole new meaning to the term super dope.
Super dope! I'm so glad I got Royce doing a super dope. That just made my day. Bongiorno just heard that super dope and fucking died inside. I saw that look shoot across her face. Either way, I don't think super ending's a bad thing. It's certainly fucking depressing. Let's hope that they take this time. What do you guys think super could potentially be at the end of, let's assume, we get to the end of the Tournament of Power. I think we're all of the fucking opinion that Jiren or Goku is going to win and they're going to wish back all the universes and they're going to undo this, permanent erasure, whatever. What does Super look like in the December movie? I'm assuming it's going to be a Dragon Ball Super movie. I don't know. And then what does the new series look like, presuming they rename it Super?
I hear a lot about Yamoshi being in it, but I think that's just speculation.
You think it's going to be a Yamoshi-based movie in December?
I would actually hope. I honestly, what I wanted Super to be, and I want the future of Dragon Ball to be, is a lore building at this point, because you've already put in the fights, you've already put in the show, we've got the characters, you don't need to keep developing them. If you haven't developed them by now with Goku, then fuck it, you're never going to develop them. You had fucking two series to develop Goku. What did he do? He grew up. That's it. What do you do in Super? Jack shit.
Keeps fighting people.
You can keep powering him up, but what's the point? What's the point? You hit a certain point. That's why you have Jiren. You have Jiren there to be absurdly strong for no fucking reason, because Goku and Vegeta just keep curve stopping every little fucking toddler that comes around, because everybody looks like a pipsqueak. It's a big fucking thick man. Jeet's over here. Everybody's debating who's stronger because there's no one else to be stronger. Except for fucking, almost God of Destruction, because we got to start throwing gods in it to make it interesting. Yeah, we're fighting fucking gods of our universes. Why? Because there's no one fucking else. We just keep beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Majin Buu is supposed to be the strongest person in the entire, fucking universe. Goku and Vegeta. They beat him. What do you do after that? Well, let's go beat a god. What the fuck? That's dumb. Build the lore. Honestly, my favorite parts of Dragon Ball, fucking watching it, was when shit wasn't happening. I'm serious. When the villains were done and they had those 5-6 episodes of just life, Gohan going to fucking school. Everybody hated that shit. That was my favorite stuff. Because that's like where the characters become a little bit more relatable and a little bit less about these space aliens that can fucking fly through planets. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn right. Bongiorno dropping truths, huh? Shit. Royce, what do you got? What do you think Super's going to be in 2019, if it even is Super?
To be honest, like to piggyback off of what Nick just said, like I actually totally agree with damn near everything that he just said. Like, it's like what I said to you earlier, man. Like to where it's like, that's why I would hate for them to end on this note, because if they did, it would just suck so much, because it's kind of like you're leaving more to be desired. Like I hate to repeat myself, but it just leaves so much more to be desired. With like, I mean, think about it. It's like we have those 4 exempt universes that weren't explored. We have Jiren, who we know nothing about. The manga did touch up on that a little bit, but
The manga gave us one little piece.
yeah, just like it was like a few panels, you know what I mean? Like it still did a better job than the anime. And it's just like all this other stuff. There's like all these other little angles that you could touch on. It was like, it would suck like if they just ended it like right there. It's like no Planet Sadala arc, no backstory on the Pride Troopers, Jiren. Even hell, I wouldn't even mind a backstory. As much as everybody fucking hates.
Oh no! Don't say it. Don't fucking say it.
You know I'm about to say.
Dude, don't say that.
And rebrand.
Don't fucking say Ribrianne, man.
You know I was going there, bro.
Shit.
But as much as everybody hates that shit, though, it's like shit. Like we need to like. It would be kind of cool to see like a backstory, even on them. Like, and if they just break it off like right here, like that would suck so bad.
But it's like, what the fuck is the point of them having built out all of this additional space for them to finally explore? Like Bongiorno said, they're beating a fucking dead horse. Now that we're getting toward the end of this thing, they have a potential to restart, you know, to an extent. Granted, it's going to be more in line with what we've already fucking seen in terms of, all right, we've already fought some gods. Now we're going to fight this super OP Jiren, and so on and so forth. That's what the next fucking 4 omitted universes from the TOP ultimately represent, the possibility to go explore. But no, they're not even going to fucking give us that. Like, I don't understand. And here's what's really killing me, dude.
With a new gang in a different universe.
Yo, you're on drugs. I don't think they'll ever do that. I think the potential for a U6 spinoff is totally
Goku
there.
sells too many toys. Fuck that.
Well, yeah, merchandising is totally apart. I don't think Goku will ever be. They tried it once and making Gohan take over the series, and people were like, what the fuck? Gohan's kind of a nerd. And I don't think he's ever going to be not the lead of the series.
Fuck you, I like Gohan.
Yo, I like Gohan too, but in terms of the lead of a fucking show, it's just not there. The kid's too fucking nice. Goku is a good lead character because everybody likes him, but at the same time, he's got flaws within his personality that make him fucking fallible and invite these fucking earth-shattering, universe-shattering risks to consistently come to him and his group. Yeah, we all like him, but like you said the other day, he's a fucking asshole, man. He'll fight anybody, whenever, whoever. He don't give a fuck.
Neutral good.
Neutral good at best, man. I don't know. I would like to see maybe a time jump. I don't know if we're going to be like perpetually stuck in this gap, you know, before the end of Z that we've been in with Super the last couple of years. I don't know if that's the route the next series will take. I don't know if that's the route or the general timeline the movie will be set in. It would be fucking wild if they did like a Dragon Ball movie in December that basically was like told in the past, and we really got a genuine history of the Saiyans. I imagine it's going to be something more along the lines of Goku and Vegeta going to planet Sadala, learning about the Saiyans there, and you know it's not going to exactly line up with the Universe 7 Saiyans origins, but it'll be sort of that piece that we've all as fans we've all sort of wanted before. So I think it'll be cool to see that, but my question is, where does the series pick up after that? Is it after the end of Z? Are we going to see Goten and Trunks fucking finally age? They never fucking age at all. We've gone through a few years in Super already. They've not fucking aged one goddamn bit. Trunks should be looking like he does in the fucking future Trunks Gohan fucking special versus the androids. That's generally about his age right now. Still looks like he's fucking 8 years old. That's the kind of quality that we've been getting with Super at points. It just, I think it's just convenient for them not to have to fucking redesign the character, but whatever. They're taking it away now, so what the fuck am I to say about it? I don't know. I want to see Goten and Trunks age and be relevant characters. I want to see Oob come in. I like to see Pan come in. If Buddha comes in and she decides she's going to be a fighter.
You want a better GT.
I think I want them to rewrite GT.
Basically.
I think that's what I want.
GT.
I'm not asking for Goku to get wished down to a fucking little kid again. I'm not asking for them to fucking go run across the goddamn universe collecting Black Star Dragon Balls. I'm not asking for any of that shit. But let's get the fuck out of this apparently eternal fucking 10-year time gap between the end of the Buu saga and the end of Z. Because it's fucking limiting. This is horse shit. I'm good. Yo,
I am
feelings.
with you though. Like they need to age though. Like that is like really crazy. If I could figure out the secret to that in real life, goddamn, people wouldn't call me so old no more.
All right, gentlemen, I have to go to a fucking album release party for a couple of bands that I've interviewed for my music podcast. So I got to drive to Providence now, and I don't want to fucking do that. But this was a lot of fun. Thank you both so much for agreeing to do this. And, hey, if anyone else asks, we had a good fucking time. And they should get in on it. I would like to get some more people from the Lookout in on this. Guys, have a good rest of your night. Thank you again for doing this. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right,
You
cool.
too.
Later.
I'm out.
I'll tell you what I think is going to happen because I always think the worst of every situation.
All right. So in terms of what you think's going to happen at the end of Super, the end of Super's one thing. All right. I think we all kind of know what's going to happen. Whether it be Goku wins or Jiren wins, universes will be wished back. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the end of Z, right?
All right, we're going to get one way or another. We're going to get a reset button.
You think we're going to get a hard... All right, explain to me what you need.
Okay.
Hard.
We're obviously going to either get a reset to the beginning of the Tournament of Power or a reset to the whole fucking beginning of Super. Personally, I always think the worst of all these situations, so I think it's going to be whole fucking Super is wiped out, gone.
You think...
right back to the end of the Buu arc, done.
Oh my God, don't fucking say that.
All gone, nothing happened. It was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazines, all done.
One of my biggest gripes, I guess, with Super has been their inability to move past that 10-year gap between the end of Majin Buu and the end of Z. They are stuck in that gap right now. And not that the story has particularly lended itself to being able to leap through that 10-year gap or whatever, but with the end of a series, anything can happen. I mean, we're not entirely sure how this whole thing's going to shake out. But when and I keep saying Super, when Dragon Ball comes back as a series, like we're going to get the new movie in December. Allegedly, it's about the history of Saiyans and how strong they are.
Cool.
Maybe we'll see Yamoshi. I would really like for Dragon, and I said it in the call with Royce and Bongiorno, I would really like for Super to be able, I would really like for Dragon Ball to do a movie that is set almost entirely in the past. We don't fuck with Goku and company at all.
Cool.
I want to see them build up the lore a little bit more.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see some Angel backstories, Beerus backstories, that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of backstory for them to be able to explore, but unfortunately, based on how the series and the movies are structured, you can't do shit without Son Goku involved somehow. So I think that December movie, given how heavily they've hinted to, you need to bring me to Planet Sadala, I think that December movie will revolve around Planet Sadala.
That was so hard, Kyle. No Goku, all Vegeta. Vegeta movie. Nothing but Vegeta for Planet Vegeta.
This is what would make it super fucking dope.
Fuck yeah.
No pun intended.
Okay, just like that right there. Yeah.
If Vegeta wins the Tournament of Power, which I think very well could happen, pending that, Jiren is eliminated through some other means. I don't think Vegeta can take out Jiren, but if Jiren accidentally kills Goku or something like that, something that gets him eliminated, I could see Vegeta winning. To have Super end on the possibility of Vegeta winning, following it up with a Vegeta-based movie in December, That's like Dragon Ball fucking XXX pornography. I'm jacking off for months.
All right, let's do some quick math. We got 6 episodes left. 17 gets taken out next week. That's 5 episodes left, and Frieza gets taken out. 4 episodes left.
No way. Frieza is there until the end. It's going to be Frieza, Goku, and Jiren. Jiren is going to kill Goku, and Frieza is going to win by default. That's what I think is going to happen.
I don't know. You could, yeah, I could see that. But, you know, justice, you got to think, you know, Jiren's just as fuck. No matter what, he's going to do the right fucking thing. Frieza could come in the end and fucking kill Goku just out of spite. And then, you know, Jiren will still wish everybody back because he's just a chill dude, man. He's the Buddha. he's down with everybody. He's cool. He's meditating sometimes, and he's like, you know, it's all good.
I could see Frieza winning the Super Dragon Balls. And a lot of Frieza's character for the last, you know, throughout this arc has been about, is he lying to us? Is he trying to double cross us? Is he trying to betray us? Whatever. Imagine if we get to the end of the Tournament of Power, he's the dude who wins and gets this wish with the Super Dragon Balls. I think they've almost primed us. I mean, obviously, we always have it in the back of our mind. Frieza's about to fuck shit up. He's about to double cross us. But given how this arc has played out, I could totally see Frieza winning, getting the Super Dragon Balls, wishing back, whatever, Universe 7 or all of the universes. I'm going to assume all, because you didn't just build up Universe 6 for the last fucking year to have them erased instantly.
Right.
But I could totally see that dude wishing them all back and being like, all right, Goku, I did the right thing. You got to wish me back with the Earth Dragon Balls now, bitch.
I can't see that happen. He'd wish himself
totally
back.
can.
I could see him doing something maybe, I don't know. I doubt he would sacrifice himself for Goku. I mean, he's already dead. Like, he could just, like, take a blast and die again. I don't fucking know. He could be the one that gets killed and gets Jiren disqualified.
Could be, yeah.
But he's already dead, so I'm not gonna happen.
It still begs the question, what does Dragon Ball as an anime look like when it comes back? Because, again, all of these Twitter cats, I love and respect what you do. But the last 2 days, my timeline has been full of, Super's over, get over it, you pieces of shit. And like, yeah, I get it. Super's probably over in the same way that Dragon Ball GT was over after 64 episodes, whatever. I get it. Super's over. Anime, Dragon Ball anime is not over. And you guys know that too. So quit being cunts about it.
You have to imagine Japanese work culture has something to do with it. They must push those animators and writers so hard for so long.
Dude, we talked about it last week. I know you weren't here, but a lot of the stress that's equated with Dragon Ball Super is the fact that it's got such a quick turnaround.
Yeah,
it's
I can't imagine
half of the cycle life of other animes.
I'm sure they don't have enough people working on it either, you know?
Well, if they don't fucking shy away from hiring outside contractors to come in and get the animation done. Regardless, when Dragon Ball comes back as an anime, what do you think it's going to look like?
I can't see Frieza hanging around with Mr. Satan, palling around with Boo.
Imagine
one
him
of the
and Mr.
good
Satan
guys.
being
I
best
can't
friends.
see that, man. He's gotta end up back in hell or something. I can't see that happening.
Either way.
You can see it with Beerus. You know, Beerus was an enemy, and now we're all buddies now. I can't see Frieza just palling around.
In terms of the series as a whole,
Okay, look beyond Frieza.
look beyond Frieza. I would love to see them meet up with the end of Z and then be able to explore things that happen after Oob shows up, after Pan is old enough to start training. Maybe Burda becomes Vegeta and Bulma's daughter. Maybe she becomes a fighter.
Maybe Trunks and Goten finally grow up.
I'm saying, dude, I said the same thing in the call with Royce. I'm like, dude, I want to see these motherfuckers age. Because based off of math, Homeboy should be as old as he is in the future Trunks Android, TV one shot.
Right, I'm pretty sure Goku's been aging, like, realistically. Like, it's been 18 years, and he's 38 now or something ridiculous. I've heard.
I mean, those Saiyans fucking age real slow.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be real interesting to see what happens. Because Dragon Ball as an anime is definitely going to come back. It is one of the most profitable animes of all time.
It's like the Japanese economy.
Well, not entirely.
No, I'm just being a dick.
But, no, for real. Like, when Battle of Gods came out, the Japanese government gave Toei Animation money in order to make that movie because they knew it would be good for the economy.
Right.
Like, that's no joke. That's fucking fact. Look it up.
No doubt.
For them to give up the anime at seemingly an all-time high makes no sense. It's not going to be a long-term thing. It's not going to be a permanent thing. Again, all of you cunts on Twitter, I understand that you feel it's not a hiatus without a definitive return date. But last I checked, when bands go on hiatus, they don't give you a fucking definitive return date either.
I'm a Steven Universe fan. We're always on fucking hiatus. You never know if the show's going to come back or not. You just fucking...
But it always does.
And then it comes 5 episodes at a time. You watch them all in one day, and then fucking 6 months go by and nothing.
My point is, they're not going to get rid of this anime now. They're going to take some time off. They're going to focus on the movie. But more importantly for us, they're going to focus on getting the new series together. They're going to batch up some work. They're going to do some good animation on it. Hopefully it's not hacked like the shit we've seen. Because, while I do hate passionately, I hate all of you anime Nazi fucks. I get it. You want a little bit higher quality shit after having waited 20 years for new Dragon Ball episodes in general. I get it. They're going to up the game. We're not going to have to sit through hopefully, we're not going to have to sit through 2 recycled arcs like we did at the beginning of Super. That was just poor planning. I honestly don't think that when those movies came out, both Battle of Gods and Fukkatsu no F, that Toei had any intention of making Dragon Ball Super into a regular weekly series. I feel like it was an idea that came in sort of late in the game, and they were like, fuck, yeah, that is a great idea. What do? We don't have any story. Well, we just had 2 stories. Retell them slightly differently in the anime. And we got through those, and we were all pissed, and animation quality was fucking subpar for a majority of it. We got the Future Trunks arc. Parts of that were fucking amazing. The end of it sucked a bunch of dicks. We got Universe 6 versus Universe 7. That was cool. Tournament of Power. There's been a lot of good points of Super, but the beginning of it was not a good fucking point. With them taking 8 months off in order to get the anime together, I think we only stand to get a better product. I hope they do a time skip, but they might not, man. We might literally be stuck in this fucking 10-year period between the end of Boo and the end of Z for a while. They hinted at Oob, which is cool. That gives me hope that maybe they're at least considering meeting up at the end of Z, and the next anime will carry on after that, and it would basically be a rewritten Dragon Ball GT, in terms of the time frame, I'm not trying to wish Goku into a little kid again. Either way, it's going to be a long fucking 2018. In the meantime, I beseech y'all motherfuckers, I beseech y'all. Don't be cunts. Don't be cunts to one another. That's it. Respect each other. Enjoy the fact that we all have this mutual love. The internet is a fucking toxic place, dude. It makes me sad. It literally fucking pains me sometimes.
You know, computer is like a mask. You know, you can wear it and be anonymous and just be a dick.
And there is a ton of that out there in the Dragon Ball fandom. You can sit behind a keyboard and be a dick and pretend to be a hell of a lot tougher than you actually are. And typically, it's done in a very poor grammatical fashion. We still have till the end of March for Dragon Ball Super. So this show isn't going anywhere. In the meantime, we're likely going to do once 131 airs, we're likely going to do, I can't believe I'm saying it. We're likely going to do the Funimation dubs. Because we started like around episode 100. I guess 102, I think, was the first episode we did. So we have episodes to catch up on. Like, we have at least 100 episodes that we haven't fucking commented on yet. So we'll stick with you guys. We've had a tremendous outpouring of support, especially in the last couple of months. Like, seemingly the people that like us, they find us and they like us. But we did have one person reach out this week, and I thought it was pretty cool, mainly because he is also a Rhode Island dude. Hey guys, what's up? Found your podcast about a week ago. I listen to it every day on my way to work. Shit's good and funny. I'm glad you're in Rhode Island. I am too. I'm in Smithfield. I'm telling my other friends that watch Dragon Ball Super about you guys. That's from Joe Reynolds. Yo, Joe!
Woo!
We appreciate you, dude. Thank you for reaching out. And honestly, like Joe said, the best thing you can do for us as a show, share it with your Dragon Ball interested friends. Is that the right? Share it with your DBS buds. Rate, subscribe. If you're on Apple Podcasts, write us a review. Hopefully a little bit more enticing than the one about the dude who'd rather headbutt a knife than listen to my voice. Like, in all seriousness, I don't even care that dude said that, because that's fucking funny to think about. I'd rather headbutt a knife. All right, dude, go ahead. Please do.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be a fun next couple of months here while we wind down on Super. But Super Dope's not going anywhere, so I tell myself, well, I try not to cry at night.
Why? No!
I just farted like 4 times during that.
I did just before. I thought I was going to shit myself.